Hello, this is Colorwind. I'm a video game blogger, and I write for an independent video game site called GamePrecision.com. And this, what you're looking at right here, is NFS Most Wanted, the brand new game from Criterion Games and Electronic Arts. Right here I'm playing the PC version, and I just finished writing a review for this game, and I thought I would give a little bit of a video quick look for it. In case you haven't noticed from looking at your screen, this game is beautiful. The graphics, especially on the PC version, are really good. It's not benchmark or anything like that, but it's still very impressive, such as speed, effects like this, the blurring. What is not impressive though is the crashes. I mean, that was loud and everything, and the fender was coming off, the wheels, not the wheels, but the windshield cracked. But there's no real dents. You'll never see like the front end or the back end or anything smashed up. You don't really see a whole lot of damage done to the cars as much. I mean, I know my car looks really bad before, but if you played any of the Burnout games, which this developer previously did, this isn't really much. But that aside, that's just because of a licensing issue. The cars in like the Burnout games were not licensed, and these are. Just to show you what I just did right now, that's a gas station. When you pull into those, it automatically repairs your car and gives you a fresh coat of paint. Like that, see? Now, there are a whole bunch of cars in this game, but the way that you access them is you just find them. You just find them around. And when you do, you'll see a little white windshield on your map on the left bottom hand side. Like I found that car right there. If I want it, I just drive by, press the button there, Y, and boom, now I'm driving that car. And have new races and stuff that I can do for them. Now, let me jump back in this car right here. This is my fully upgraded car. It's like the second car that you get in the game, and I've kind of stuck with it through most of the game. Not the entire game, but most of it. Right here is on the upper left-hand side is the Easy Drive menu. You access it with just the D-pad, and you can get through everything in the game here while the game is still moving. So you can customize your car, change your tires on the fly, just like that. Changed it again. You go back by pressing the left on the D-pad. That's not very practical when you are racing or an actual race, but it is something that you can do. You also access your races here. You have easy, medium, and hard races to choose from. You can also change your car from here. You can automatically jump into any car that you have already found, and you'll find the same car multiple times at different places. And that's actually to help you out, because a lot of cars in the game can only be almost all the cars in the game, when you access them, you go back to where you found it. Like if I were to pick this car right here from the menu, I would be transported right back here. I won't be, if I change the car right here, that car won't then be placed right here. I will be back over there next to that building, the gas station. So that's kind of an issue, but that's why they have the same cars littered all over the city, in different places, to compensate for that. You also go here for your most wanted cars. There's 10 of them that you have to go through. That is the main objective of the game. You earn enough SP points, which is speed points, which is basically your reputation in this world, and you do that from breaking gates. You get it from winning races in different events. You get it from doing jumps. You get it from breaking billboards that are scattered around the world. You get it from going past speed cameras at a fast pace, and You also do it from evading the cops, which are in this game. Let me show you a little bit of the races. The races, when you win, you get points, and you also get the upgrades. That's what the customized cars is for. Tires, nitrous, chassis, body, and transmission. And then those can then each individually be upgraded by doing something, by using it basically. Like here it says get 2 crash escapes with impact protection body equipped. So I was to equip this like that, and then escape crashes with this applied onto my car. It would then upgrade to Impact Protection Pro, and that's how you do that. Same thing goes for all these other things, but they have different conditions. Power shot, I need to use the power shot nitrous 25 times. So far I've done it 0 because I prefer the burn pro, the burn nitrous, which I've already gone pro with. But that being said, I just passed by something right now. That right there is a speed camera. And with your with these speed cameras, when you go by them, they'll take a record of how fast you're going, and that also goes up on a leaderboard. Now, if I was connected online right now, you would see all my friends who are playing the game right now, and who have gone by this particular speed camera and where they rank. And that can get very addicting. That can, if you want to beat your friends' scores, and you'll always be there. What's even more addicting are the billboards. Let me see if I can find a billboard right now. What the billboards do is they do the same thing, although it doesn't read your speed, it reads how far you jump. Because all the billboards are up in the air, so the only way to hit them, which is the objective, is to hit a jump. And I cannot find a billboard to save my life right now. You do that with a jump, just like that. See, there's one right now. Fireware, boom. I hit it. I'll get speed points for that. And then, from now on, my picture will be on that billboard. And my friends will then have to try to take out that billboard and get a vaster jump than mine. As you can see over here, there's one I've already hit right over there. Let me get the camera over there. You vaguely see where it says wanted, and my picture isn't there, but yeah, there we go. I can get that. Saw that? Yeah. My picture isn't there because I have it offline, but my avatar picture would be on there. So every single time you go against your friends in the leaderboards, you'll be smashing their face in, which I enjoy. That's fun. I'm not going to show off multiplayer here because there is an actual direct competitive online multiplayer, but it's not great. So let me show you a race. See, normally you would have to set the destination, just like that. It's 2.1 miles away from here. You'd have to drive to it and then rev your tires to start the match, the race rather. But since I already completed it, I can just jump directly to it by saying start race. Whenever you start an event, you get something like this. It's some sort of abstract kind of looking cutscene, and they get very creative. That one's actually one of the more tame ones. And while you're racing, you are going to want to hit your opponents to knock them out of the way. You're going to go fast. You're going to be hitting things. You do not want to hit pedestrian cars. They will take you out. You're going either oncoming or incoming. And I'm doing quite well right now. And although you may seem impervious, you are not. You need to be making these quick turns like that. This game is an arcade style racer, so drifting is as easy as just tapping the brake button. You will just basically be holding onto the gas pedal the entire way through all of these races. There's exceptions, especially when you start getting into the more harder races, but it is just basically that kind of a game. I'm just holding onto the gas button right now still. When you hit your other cars, you do different things. You'll gain nitrous points, and you can fast forward through them just like that. That was an easy race, but as the game goes along, it gets a lot tougher. So keep that in mind. One thing that really makes the game tougher is the fact that there's cops in this game. The cops aren't fun. Oops. Guess it didn't break enough. The cops are not fun whatsoever. They are overpowered. It's way too hard to get away from them. They are out of their entire damn minds and will stop at nothing to get you, and that includes laying down dozens of spike traps, hitting pedestrian cars into you, literally jumping onto your car by using a ramp nearby. They are out of their minds. They are psychotic. I will show you what I'm talking about if I can find a cop car. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, let them come up to me because I just took out the car that busted me. Now here we go. Yeah, they're hitting me. I should mention that you can go through those gas stations and they will still come after you. It doesn't really matter. The only reason it matters is if they cannot see you, which means you have to get out of that circle that's on the lower left-hand map. You have to evade them. If you do manage to get out of their sight, then you can hide, and that will sometimes help. Otherwise, when you're still like that and the car's right next to you, they can bust you. It is kind of hard to get busted, I will say that. That is kind of easy to avoid, but actually getting them off their tail is a hassle. And considering that you cannot do any events until they are off your back, they just become annoying. I am jumping buildings and they are still after me. There's actually one literally right next to me. Except that he just hit that wall. I lucked out. So get away from him. Once you get away from him, they enter cooldown mode. Now, see, I already failed. In cooldown mode, you have to stay away from him for a certain amount of time. But the police AI is so insane, they will many times just spawn right next to you. Like just right coming towards you, or literally just right next to you. And it's just not good. This is seriously the biggest problem with the game. There is no getting away from them sometimes. Right now, I'm playing kind of crap, and that's why they're kind of catching up with me. But yet, on most occasions, it is just way too much. But with that said, that problem notwithstanding, this is still a really fun game. The multiplayer, I'm not going to show it to you here, but it's okay because the gameplay and the game mechanics are still there, so it's fun. But the rules are very hit and miss. They tell you to get to a certain spot, and then there's a countdown once all the cars are in a certain spot, but there's nothing to actually stop you from just going or taking out the other cars before the match starts. So the multiplayer is very dirty, and it tends to just be not fair. I do not appreciate that. So some may like that. I do not. So take that as you want. And I think I'm just going to let them catch me. That's what I end up doing most of the time. I just let them catch me. And with that, I think I'm going to end this quick look. It's a fun game. There's a lot to do. You have to get to 1,000,000 speed points to be able to challenge the last most wanted car, which is not an easy feat. So there's plenty for you to do here. And if you liked what you saw and what you will hopefully read, then I say get it. So with that, this is Colorwind signing off. See ya, bye-bye.